right, let's find out where Sean McVay and General Manager Les Snead are now that they have their first pick.
We know the board.
Where can we find players that have a specific role?
Punch that thing off it. Yes, sir.
You miss it a little bit, and so when you get back to work, it's like, oh, I'm back at it. Let's go.
And yeah, man, I had this chip on my shoulder. I've never been more motivated in my life at a point in time.
Everything you do is competing. You're competing to just succeed in life. You know, I was able to put up 1,200 plus yards, and I feel like that's just the beginning of what I could do.
I think what's special about this time of year is you don't know what your team's going to look like in 3 or 4 days. And we were talking the other day about 2017, and we had a whole plan to go get Gerald Everett and Cooper Kupp, and but we never talked about having an extra pick to get John Johnson. And all of a sudden, he's the one who makes the interception to send you to the Super Bowl, right? I mean, it's a special point in the season because there's optimism for everybody, but you get the chance to build on that.
Since you're, I think, the most recent player to be drafted on this stage, can you take us back to draft night and what it was like? What are your memories of going in the third round?
I'm in a dorm room at Boston College. I got a couple of my friends. I got the call. It was a California number. He said, John, it's Les Snead, LA Rams. And the rest is history, so I'm grateful.
Let's go beat us.
And that's what's going to help guide us on our journey to try to achieve a world championship and bring it to this great city of Los Angeles.
I'm a Sean McVay guy as well.
Sean McVay.
Sean McVay.
We got to talk about Sean McVay.
There's only one thing you can say.
The head coach of your Los Angeles Rams and the NFC champions, Sean McVay. What's this time of year like for Sean McVay?
You know, really what's exciting is getting our players back in the building, really starting building for the 2019 season, and tomorrow really represents the start of that as well. But, we're really excited about acquiring some really good players for our team this year. But right now, we're excited about working with these guys that are in our building. We got a lot of special guys that you guys will talk to after this, but our players are what it's about, and they're what's right about this thing.
Marqui Christian, Mac Uno for short, you know what I mean? Got it from my pops, he the original Mac Uno. I always had a dream of playing in the league, and the course was different than I envisioned it in the beginning, but man, it happened and it's here, and it's great. As any kid, I always envisioned leaving high school with 30 D1 offers and play for 3 years and go top rounds and such like that. But obviously it didn't happen that way, and I'm fine with that. I was just fixated on Division I, and I just signed a regular Midwestern State in D2, and yeah, man, I had this chip on my shoulder, literally, like, I don't know, I kind of just channeled all my energy into, getting things done. We actually have it's kind of like a Heisman for a defensive player. Let's call it the Cliff Harris Award. Cliff Harris Award goes to the best defensive player from D2, D3, and NAIA combined. I didn't even know it was a thing, and my coach called me and was like, hey man, you won a Cliff Harris Award. And I was like, what? Cliff Harris Award.
Humbled to be up here today to accept this award on behalf of Cliff Harris. A great player that embodied the safety position, the position I play in.
A trophy like this huge, I got it at home, it's one of my proudest accomplishments, but it was like a weight off my shoulders, all that work I was doing in college and stuff. And so just to get accolades and be, rewarded, it was crazy.
With the 167th pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Marqui Christian, defensive back, Midwestern State.
Arizona was overwhelming a little bit at first because I was a draft pick, and, D2, so I had a lot of weight on my shoulders.
He is an interesting safety, to be sure. Should come right into the league as a special teams demon, but I think he's got a chance here, a chance to become an eventual starter for Arizona.
The third game we played in Buffalo, and got crushed. My punter had got hurt that game. The next day, And I get a call from Arizona. They were originally trying to move me down to practice squad. And for them to put me on practice squad, I felt played, you know what I'm saying? And they like, hey, bring your stuff in, you know what I mean? Like, they come in, like, you got a flight tonight to LA, like, the Rams picked you up. Just the fact of being a draft pick and being gone in the first 4 weeks, it was like, it can really, like, have a toll on you mentally. But instead of breaking me, it just made me. When something like that happens to you, man, like, you only got 2 choices, to focus up or you can fall off. So my main focus was just to contribute any way I could, because these guys let me play special teams right away, be on time, be a good teammate, and yeah, just do things like that and just be a pro. Fortunately, I've been with the Rams for 3 years now, so it's, you know, I feel like this has, you know, been my home. Man, I got a closet full of everything. My boy Rick, Rapp, my boy Virgil, and Louis, you know what's going on. It's kind of drawing creativity, you know what I mean? Instead of going inside the house and drawing, you know, I like to go and shop. With fashion, you know, me being able to maneuver in different lanes and wear different things, like, you know, I feel like it's an extension of myself as a person, not being scared to be who I am and just to be free and just be open and just, that's what fashion is to me, man. Just showing an extension of yourself to others. Oh nah, man, you know, we're at 424 on Fairfax, just early, you know what I'm saying? Early shopping, good shopping, you know what I'm saying? Empty shopping, nobody in here, so this is the best part. Just browsing, trying to find something, you know what I'm saying? I for sure want the silk shirt of this, man. Summertime in LA, the material is silk, it's good for the heat. It's like wearing paint. To me, it's like wearing an art piece, man. So, man, don't get no better than this, man. What football player y'all know dressing like this, man? Man, NFL athletes ain't doing this, man. I'm telling you. It's not on you, it's in you. Get that on there for sure. It's crazy growing up, you know what I mean? My best friend from back home, we always felt like we belonged in Los Angeles, like from the way we dressed, the music we listened to and things like that. So to have this opportunity to play with LA, man, after getting drafted by Arizona, man, it's just so surreal.
Good evening, Nashville, home of the 2019 NFL Draft. Tonight, we officially welcome the next generation of players in celebration of the NFL's 100th season.
We got specific needs. We know the board.
Starting to get close to it, my friend. What do you think, brother?
Well, I'm trading. That's what I think. Somebody's calling in. Everybody wants our pick now.
Remember scenario about 6? He's gone, he's gone, he's gone, he's gone. We're stuck.
The 30th pick, the New York Giants selected DeAndre Baker. We are now on the clock.
Can y'all do it without the 6? I mean, I've already made a deal, so I'm not. Can you do it for 7th?
You always have, okay, there's a few favorites that if they did fall, you didn't project them to, that maybe you hold pat and pick. But if those chosen few didn't, we felt it would be better to again add another 3rd round pick.
Hey Marty, I had agreed with the Falcons, so yeah, I didn't want to go back on my word. So y'all had a little better 3rd rounder, but that's life. You know what I mean? All right, see you, man. Thank you.
So there's been another trade now for pick 31. The Rams have moved out of the 1st round. A lot of people thought they might do that. Atlanta has stepped in.
You like the fact that the 1st round is over, you get a night to think about the 2nd and 3rd?
Absolutely. The more time that you have, the better, and to be able to regroup and just clears things up and gives us a little bit more time to really tighten up the game plan for tomorrow. So that's always a good thing, Vinny.
As a vet, now I look back and then you look at the draft that comes up every single year, obviously. You get excited about it when it's time for your team to pick. Like this year, for instance, I was waiting, glued in for that 31st pick, and here we go, we don't have it. But, just excited to be able to see the type of guys that we're going to bring in this locker room and to be able to be a part of this culture.
And what advice do you have for the new Rams players?
I think the biggest advice that I got for the new Rams player that's coming in this year is just come in, be who you are, trust the process, and just working as hard as you can because we're on the mission, that's for sure.
Pass, caught, no! In and out of the hands of Cooks. It would have been a touchdown. Got to make that catch.
I think it is, but Gilmore's got a little bit of his arm left.
Are you tired of hearing about the Super Bowl?
Am I tired of hearing about the Super Bowl? Yes. But I think there's certain settings where it needs to be brought up, and I think Coach does a great job of that. It's not really dwelling on the past, but like he says, learning from the past, producing in the present and preparing for the future is what he talks about. So how do you do that? You got to remember some of those things, and some of those conversations need to be brought up sometimes just to be able to learn from your mistakes. Like they say, you can take failures in two different ways. You can either let it crush you or it can make you. And for me, I'm just chasing that journey to be able, where it's just one of those moments in my career that's like, okay, this is what sparked him to be one of the best.
Let's go, fellas. Hey, let's have fun. It's a deload out on the field, but not a deload in the weight room. Let's push ourselves today. Let's go. Rams on me, Rams on 3. 1, 2, 3. You get it, Blake? Hey, good work. Here we go. Work on 3. 1, 2, 3. Work. Nice work, baby. I'm about to head up into some of the Santa Monica Hills and really get some gorgeous views of the valley, and maybe take some photos, see what we can come up with. But just being able to just show y'all what my escape is, when I'm outside the building. Yeah. Trying to compose where that tree is right in the middle, get some of the foreground and then the sky. Kind of focus right here underneath that. What's crazy is when I was young, I don't remember thinking about any of this stuff. And I think I was just so focused on being able to become the best player I could be. And then I started to notice, like, when I come home, I'll be thinking football 24/7. One of the vets told me, if you don't have a happy balance, and it's a balance to be able to separate football and life, sooner or later you're gonna burn out. Photography, I think, will be one of the first things I really delve into right after football, just because it presents challenges in so many different ways. Just being able to go out there and create content for memory's sake and to be able to share with others as well. My favorite is by far this one. Just, it's special. Museum of Evolution that's in Paris. The other cool thing about it is when I was ordering this print, he asked me, what are 4 special names to me? And I said, Jesus, my mom, Andrea, my dad, Worth, and then Brianna, and my wife. So he hid it a little bit, and one of the names is my dad named Worth, that's hidden right here in this little picture that's within the picture. I'm not an art mogul. I'm not an investor. I just get what I think we love and what speaks to us. So don't ask for any tips on that part. Obviously, football the priority, but kind of enhances my love for the game in a sense, just because you get away from it, so that means you miss it a little bit. And so when you get back to work, it's like almost as a refresher, like, oh, I'm back at it, let's go, and always keeping my tank on full. I think photography has helped me with that when it comes to football.
This is my guy right here, all right? He was a 3-time everything here, like All-American, top receiver in America when he was a senior. He was also a track star. This is the thing that we talk about.
Probably I say I'm still the same guy. Everything you do is you're competing. You're competing to have a 4.0. You're competing to be the top athlete. You're competing to just succeed in life. And it really just starts with dedication, listening, and working. Something that my dad, even before then, instilled in me was he used to drive me to my workouts on the weekends. We had a little Saturday speed session sometimes for an hour. Rhythm, find that rhythm. Find that rhythm. Good job. And other than that, the weekend was mine until translating to I got my license and got my own car. And he's like, all right, I'm done. I'm done driving for extra workouts. If you want to do it, that's on you. If you want to get better, if you want extra work, you know where to go. You know where the hills are. You know where the sand dunes are. That's in me. That's still the same me. I'm able to still find joy and improvement. Coach Chuck got the formula, man. He taught, that's my receiver coach. Taught me everything I know how to play receiver. Just getting in and out of breaks, started me on the cones, taught me the game. Listen to him, man. Listen to Coach Chuck. He really gonna get you right. A lot of coaches, just teach you just run, tackle, but you get a coach like Coach Chuck, teach you the details, teach you how to get in and out of your breaks consistently at practice. Just how to be light on our feet and be in the position we're in today. Yeah, I would say my route running definitely started from Serra. Just all the bases of learning football, learning concepts came from Coach Altenberg, came from Coach Chuck, came from this system of competing with guys, really just competing with each other. Hey, one thing, when you stop, your arms come like this. You want to just keep running, keep them in motion. So the DB thinks you're still running. When you go like this, he knows you're stopping. Yep, speed. Got him.
So you play high school at Serra in Los Angeles, then you play at USC, Buffalo briefly, back in Los Angeles. What is it like to be a little kid in Los Angeles and you end up playing for the hometown team? Now, when you were a kid...
I had started off my career in Buffalo, and I kind of did, thought it would just get lost in the mix. I had 600, 700 yards, and I knew to break off and be that elite receiver, you had to, break 1,000 yards. I know I was a high caliber receiver coming into the draft, All-American at USC, All-American in high school, Bolitnikoff finalist. So I know I was confident in my game, confident in my ability that I can produce, be one of those elite receivers. Now I finally get the opportunity to have 1,000 in this offense. So my biggest thing is just keep being consistent, keep dominating, really.
Looking over the middle, he throws down the left seam, caught by the fingertips. Robert Woods breaks into the end zone. Robert Woods, what a catch at the sideline. Caught by Robert Woods. Over the middle, behind Woods, but caught.
Boy, he is tough as nails. Every catch has been tough for Robert Woods. He's taking pops all over the field. He just keeps making plays.
Touchdown, LA! Touchdown, LA! Touchdown, LA!
I was able to put up, 1,200 plus yards. But me personally, I feel like that's just the beginning of what I could do. Just being able to lead our receiver group, put up those same consistent numbers, consistent bases, not just 1 year, is my biggest goal, but I think is my best year so far.
He'll wind up expanding this offense a little bit and making it even more dynamic.
All right, let's find out where Sean McVay and general manager Les Snead are now going now that they have their first actual pick in the draft. I just can't get over
45. We'll give you 45, and we'll go to 56 and get 101 as well. Okay, sounds good. We'll call that in. If we feel like we're more likely to lose Rapp here, let's take Rapp.
Yeah.
And then we get Henderson at 63.
Yeah. Go Rapp, let's go.
Hello?
Taylor.
Yes, sir.
This is Les Snead, general manager, Los Angeles Rams.
I mean, he's got unbelievable instincts. Talk about a guy that has a feel for navigating traffic and being able to make knife tackles as a blitzer. A lot of the things that you love so much about Eric and JJ, we feel like Taylor has a lot of those similar traits and characteristics.
The Memphis guy does give you a Kamar element that I won't get off of that, won't say it. We'll play against him and you'll feel it.
All right, get this running back now. Where's Skip at? We're gonna get this guy.
We had identified him as a guy that has a specific skill set that really can do some unique things for us offensively. Being able to give somebody a chance to come in and provide a different threat is exactly what we identified, and he was kind of one of those guys that stood out for us, so we're excited about getting him here.
We got to save a little spot for games. In games, maybe a little trade back at the end, somebody comes up from the fourth. In an emergency case, we take care of games, and I can sleep at night.
All right, Greg, Coach Phillips.
How's it going?
Hey, it's going great now. We got you on our team.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Hey, we got a place for you. You know, and Dominic Sue left, so you got a spot. We're looking for you to get after, okay?
The first, I guess they call it priority, was to try to figure out how we could get to a spot in the draft and draft Gaines to fill a nose tackle type spot in our base defense. And then from there it was, okay, where can we find players that could have a specific role of helping their position coach as well as Bones? And that's where Nick and Dakota come in. And then along the way, when we did the tackle, that was really our, the last tackle we really, really desired and thought we could put him in the hands of Coach Chrome and start the development process. So that was the intent of the day, and it worked out.